Recovery continues in pockets of the region tonight. New at 10 in Rock Hill, a failing retaining wall still causing concern.
You might remember this video from our last report on last Friday. The intense floodwaters caused a portion of the wall just to burst. News 4's David Amilati joins us live from that area once again. David, there are some clear changes since we visited there last.
Quite a difference. Remember that large slab that was blocking the flow of the water? Well, take a look for yourself. Now you're seeing the water running as normal. That concrete slab broken up into smaller pieces here where the backyard of Jamie Lohr caved in. MSD says the project is finished, but there's a lot more questions than answers. The sound of MSD crews breaking up concrete. Heavy machinery in the Warson Woods Creek to remove a large slab of retaining wall that fell last week. It's a quick response following upset residents and News 4 asking for answers.
And then next thing you know, they were out here talking to media. They were out here today, checking the pipes, checking, getting the wall out. So I'm so thankful for you guys.
Unfortunately, it's not the end of the story.
We got to get on this.
This creek is clear. The debris is placed where Jamie Lohr's property collapsed to help avoid erosion.
So now we have a bunch of boulders sitting there, and I don't know what the next steps are.
She says she's still unsure why this happened, who owns the wall, and who's responsible for getting her yard back. We took her questions to City Hall.
Those houses have been there for a very long time, and we may not have records of individuals who put in a berm or may have done some work on the creek that we just didn't know about.
She says MSD did confirm stormwater couldn't get into drainage pipes to pour into the creek. The cause, a stop sign that was caught in the sewer system.
We believe that was a contributing factor to the water not being able to get in, and then pooling on the street, and then flooding, and so that may have contributed to the wall collapsing into the creek.
This doesn't solve the problem of what to do with the portion of retaining wall still standing. Julia Lohmeyer lives a few doors down from Lohr, who originally contacted News 4 to get involved.
MSD did tell me to my face if my wall were to collapse, they would come clean it up to keep the waterway clear, but I don't want to lose a fourth of my yard to a rock pile. That's not safe.
The city doesn't want residents to attempt to make fixes on their own and says a comprehensive plan for the entire creek is needed, but that could take months or longer.
The next rain event could happen this afternoon, and hopefully it does not. So we can't predict when that next rain event is going to happen, and we're just going to have to be diligent about trying to have those conversations and working towards a solution.
By the looks of it, it needs to be taken care of rather quickly. If this happens again, my yard is about to fall in the creek.
Now, in just the last couple of hours, I reached out to MSD about this situation. I'm told a crew will be back out as early as tomorrow to try and level this back closer to the surface. But as far as this portion of the yard, it will not come back. Now, I have talked to Lohr. She says she will apply for FEMA aid. She's a little concerned. She doesn't have flood insurance. So we're going to see how this goes. We'll continue to follow her story to get answers. Live in Rock Hill, David Amilati, News 4.
David, thank you.